by Mark Morell, also known as Mr. Pothole. So determined to get rid of them, he started his own website and campaign. Very good morning to you.
Good morning.
Now we saw one woman's experience there. We know that Charlotte has had some damage to her car. She's convinced it's caused by a pothole. So just talk them through how you prove that damage is caused by the pothole and not something else.
I mean, the first thing is report it. I mean, that's most important because someone else could cover damage after that. So, and also, you know, not only damage, people have been killed as a result of potholes, and that's what really spurs me on. Crucial, if you hit a large pothole and it's safe to do so, pull over and get evidence, photographic evidence, showing the size, depth.
Do it then and there.
There and there, or very shortly after, because normally the councils don't come back that quick. But if you can get it there and then, because depths are important and sizes are important. Once you've gathered that evidence, then submit your claim. And it's about having tenacity, because you will be put off. There's a lot of hurdles put in your way. You can expect a refusal.
Yeah.
You can expect them to use what they call a Section 58 defence under the Highways Act, that says that if they've got a regional inspection regime and if they're meeting their criteria for repairing defects, then ultimately you haven't got a claim in law. Right. However, freedom of information is very useful. There's been a number of cases where I've helped people successfully prove that they wasn't doing what they were required to do under national guidelines.
You mentioned about getting pictures of the hole. Is it important that you somehow show the depth of the hole as well?
If you've got something like
a mobile phone or something.
Yeah, but you tend to take the photograph of that mobile phone.
But
but I mean, years ago, a matchbox, but obviously not a lot of people smoke, but something that you can give some order in size and magnitude. It just gives you anything at all that will just give, you know, even a pen to a certain extent. I mean, not as bad as me going out with a spirit level and a tape measure, but I'm a bit obsessive, I suppose.
What was it that, I mean, did you have a particularly bad experience that has set you off on this campaign?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've all noticed our roads deteriorating, and I'm fed up with hearing about bad weather. I mean, surprise, surprise, well-maintained roads don't get affected by bad weather. You know, it's not rocket science at all. There was a particularly dangerous pothole on a sharp bend on a little road for a village. When lorries were coming around that bend, people were coming on the other side of the road
to avoid it.
And I complained to the council, and I complained to the council, and eventually I had to ring the police to get it repaired. And I thought, I'm not prepared to carry on like this. I started a small Facebook campaign.
And it's gone from there.
Yeah, I mean, the support of thousands and thousands of people. I never set out to actually help people get claims, because I'm not into the compensation claim culture. Yeah. But when you have people's livelihoods affected,
it's important, isn't it?
And people's lives.
Yeah. Yes, well, when I did a documentary, I actually met some families of some cyclists who got killed, which there's a very serious side.
I think you're right, cyclists are particularly badly affected, aren't they? Thanks ever so much for coming in, Mark Morell, Mr. Pothole. Good to meet you.
Thank you.